I prepared 5 steps that transform you from a complete beginner to fluent Korean speaker in 6 months. At the end of the video, I added where you can find the free learning material for each step, so make sure to watch until the end. Starting with step number 1. Wait, before we start, let me tell you who I am and why I created this video. 안녕하세요. I'm Hoon. Although I'm a small YouTuber, I've been teaching Korean every single day for the past 6 years to over millions of people. What made me frustrated is that I've seen hundreds of students who've been learning Korean for a year, 2 years, sometimes 5 years, and still cannot read alphabets. And vast majority of problem comes from 2 reasons. First, relying on romanization. Second, not knowing the steps. I'm not saying everyone should learn Korean fast, but once you reach the fluency, there are so many things that you can enjoy much better. You can watch Korean drama without subtitle. You can understand the live streaming of your favorite artist. You can even make Korean friends when you travel there. So I wanted to make things right. These 5 steps will help you reach the Korean fluency in 6 months. Also, a lot of students could not afford expensive learning courses, so I prepare everything that you can find online for free at the end of each steps. So get excited and let's go. Step number 1, passion. You really want to start from something that you're passionate about, because Korean language is very unique compared to other languages. For example, when you learn English or Spanish, you need to open the textbook and memorize a word and take a test and move on. But for Korean language, there's no one who wants to test you. You're learning Korean all for yourself. So in the step 1, you don't need to know Hangeul, you don't need to know grammar, you only want to know the 10 phrases that excite you the most. If you're a K-pop listener, 방탄소년단, 태태 잘생겼다, 정국 멋있다, 진 잘생겼다, J-Hope 웃겨. If you're a K-drama watcher, 대박, 사랑해, 죽을래, 괜찮아, 됐어, 진짜? Let me teach you exactly where to find passion phrases for K-pop fans and K-drama fans. First of all, if you are a fan of K-drama, write down K-drama expressions. And then there's a one from 90 Day Korean, and there are already top 28 words. Just going through this and speaking to yourself, 장난해? 혹시 콜 뻥치지 마. 이렇게 will make you very excited and motivate you to go forward. Second step is Hangeul. Once you find 10 phrases that excite you the most and you utilize it on the daily basis and you still want to learn Korean, this is the second step you want to learn. But warning, on this step, you really want to avoid relying on romanization. Unless you want to be like, 안녕하세요, 저는 미국 사람입니다. 네? And become something like, 안녕하세요, 저는 미국 사람입니다. 반갑습니다. 우와, 한국어 진짜 잘한다. 안녕하세요. So how do you learn Korean? First, you want to list all the vowels and consonants you're going to master. There are 21 Korean vowels and 19 consonants in total. If you add up, there are 40 Korean consonants and vowels. You maybe think it's a lot, but if you decide to learn 5 per day, it only takes 8 days. And on top of that, when you learn Hangul, you really want to focus on mouth and tongue shape. Let me give you an example. Take a look at the example of Korean vowel A. When you see this shape, you want to open your mouth as wide as 3 fingers. A. This is how you can master Korean vowels and consonants without spending any money online to achieve a very natural pronunciation. This time, where you want to go is you want to go YouTube. You want to copy the pronunciation of and then put each vowels after that. Once you search that, you will see a lot of videos that goes detail, shows you the mouth shape, not just the romanization. For example, this one goes A, O, U, I. And it teaches you how to write down, how to make sounds with the right mouth shape and tongue shape. Same things for consonant too. You simply want to copy it and then paste it after the pronunciation of. Step number 3 is vocabulary. On this level, what my students got most confused is where should I start learning vocabulary? But warning, on this step, the most important thing is not to memorize the vocabulary, but to practice reading Hangul over and over again. Biggest mistake the students make on step 3 is when they see the Hangul, they trying to decipher it, but they just give up and look at the romanization. And this will hinder their progress. On this step, what you want to focus the most is trying to read Hangul without any help. You find Korean word, trying to read it on your own, and listen and see how close you are. By repeatedly doing this, the most important thing is you want to raise your Hangul reading skills. Second biggest mistake that students make on this step is they learn just randomly anything. However, there's a resource that Korean government created for Korean learners. There are 6,000 top used Korean words. Let me teach you how you can find the most common Korean words and phrases online, all for free. You want to go to Google and search 6,000 most common Korean words. This is not just randomly selected, but selected by the Korean government, so this is very reliable. You want to skip this Reddit part, you want to go down below and go to slide share, 6,000 most common Korean words. And voila, you immediately can access everything, and you want to pick 100 that you feel like you use the most and then start from there, not just going through 6,000 all at once. Step number 4, sentences. Once you get a skill how to read Hangul fast and natural, it's time for you to expand to sentences. But warning, the biggest mistake my students made on this step 4 is they focus too much on little grammatic rule. At this level, you can completely ignore particles, 은, 는, 이, 가. What you do is find the sentence structure you like and create bunch of sentences on your own. For example, this means I like blah blah. I wrote romanization for the beginner students. 좋아해요. Let's pronounce together. 좋아해요. 좋아해요. And you want to put something that you like in front of it. For example, 김치. 김치 좋아해요. JYP. JYP 좋아해요. Descendants of the Sun. Descendants of the Sun 좋아해요. 한국. 한국 좋아해요. 지민. 지민 좋아해요. So you see, you don't need to know grammar by heart at this step. What you want to do is find the recipes and cook as many sentences with your own ingredients as much as possible. Step number 5, friend. Eventually, if you want to speak Korean fluently, you really need a friend to practice with. Warning, the biggest mistake my students made on step 5 is instead of enjoy Korean learning, they tend to go deeper with the small detail headache grammar rules. Instead, what you want to do is you want to really make Korean friends. For making Korean friends online or offline, I prepare a longer video and I'll show you later how you can do it. So that's it, how to learn Korean fast with 5 steps of passion, Hangul, vocabulary, sentence, and friend. Okay, I'll be honest with you, I exaggerated a little bit. Becoming fluent in Korean might take 2 or 5 years, but to reach the level where you can have an everyday Korean conversation in 6 months is totally possible. I also personally have over 300 students reach the level with exactly same steps. You can trust the process and give it a shot. If you want to learn Korean more, you can download an ebook I created below, and always feel free to ask questions or share your thought on the comments so that I can know more about you. Thank you for learning Korean with me. 감사합니다. 안녕.